Namaskar. Human life is an ideological flow, a movement from crudity to subtlety, from the material to the sublime. That movement is not a straightforward line, but rather it is a pulsation. There are times when the consciousness of an individual will be more subtle and at times more crude. At times, there is a focus upon the intellectual pursuit, at times upon physical health and well-being, and at times upon consciousness or spiritual pursuit. But regardless of the state of the mind or the focus of consciousness, it is consciousness which is aware, which knows, which experiences. It is that intelligent essence of being which is the witness of everything that you experience. Without that essence of being, without that conscious intelligence, there would be no one to know your experience. So, who are you? Are you the personality experiencing the world around you through the senses, experiencing the physical body? Are you the mind and intellect with which you know, process, and understand the world around you, in which you identify so much of your personality? Are you the unique person who inhabits the body and mind and sensory experience? Are you that individual? Or are you the conscious knower of your experience, the awareness of experience? Perhaps your consciousness moves between all of these different identities. It does not settle on one or the other, but moves. Sometimes you are the body, identified with the bodily experience. Sometimes you are identified with the personality or the ideas and thoughts in the mind. For the very nature of consciousness is whatever it focuses upon, it tends to merge into. So when the spotlight of your consciousness thinks about your tummy ache, then you become, that tummy ache fills your whole consciousness. When you are at a social occasion and you are focused on the people around you, talking to them, getting to know them, that becomes the entire scope of your awareness. For your awareness merges into the experience. And when you are thinking about something or writing about something, your awareness is merged into that intellectual experience, the ideas, the concepts you are thinking about. So consciousness itself becomes invisible because it continually merges with that which is seen. So the ability to know the seer from the seen must be cultivated. The ability to understand, to be aware of being. You cannot be aware of the being you were in the past. You can only think about that. nor can you be aware of the being in the future. You can only think about it. But when you think about it, awareness takes the form of your thoughts. But when you come back in the present moment, the opportunity is there to go beyond, to quiet the thoughts in the mind, to quiet the bodily awareness, to quiet the senses, and in so doing, open consciousness, awareness to self-perception. And when the mind stops, when the thoughts do not dominate, the mind slips into a state of quiescence, and consciousness becomes self-reflective. With the quieting of the mind, the quieting of the senses, and the body identity, consciousness is freed from all of those experiences. And so consciousness, awareness, remains self-resplendent. In these moments, mind is suspended, and there is an experience hard to put into words because it is not from the mind or of the mind. The mind can only remember it. But during the experience, consciousness is without any coloration from the senses or the mind. The closest words, peace, love, God, Brahma, Purusha, Parama Purusha, apply to this consciousness, for awareness is immediately there in the stillness of being. There is no time, no place. It is all time, all places, omniscient, eternal being. It does not have a beginning, nor does it have an end. When you dip into it, it does not start. When you are in it eternally, for you have always been and will always be eternal being. There is no coming and going. The dream of movement has stilled, and you are. The sense of time, movement, place, and person dissolves in that oneness, in the essential nature of being, in the true self, the self of yourself. The dance of you, of mind, body, sensory experience is going on. When consciousness begins to witness the dream, the nature of movement in time, it arises out of the eternal ocean of being and becomes you, your experience, your happiness, your sadness, your pain, your joy, all seen, all witnessed by eternal being, by the consciousness, aware, intelligent consciousness that is you. Can you feel the knower of all of your experience, the knower of your mind, your body, what you hear, what you see? There is someone who knows it all. If you explore that knower, then their known becomes still. Knower, the process of knowing, and the known become one. Then mind naturally tumbles, relaxes, and that which is rises to the surface. The knower, the known, and the process of knowing melt together. Then there is only the infinite one, the Satguru, the true source, of all that is. You have always been melted into that Satguru. You will always be. And when the dream of the mind, the experiences, the body falls away from awareness, you become aware of what always has been and always will be your natural state of being. To cultivate this awareness, those who have walked the journey give practices, give teachings, guide others. But the only true Guru is that infinite one, one without a second. Many are the forms that that one can take, for that one abides in all forms, knowingly or unknowingly, awake to the nature of self or asleep. But for those whose minds are awake, the robin sings the song of eternity. The sunrise melts the heart into oneness, and all life is the embodiment of eternal essence. The heaven realm is here and now, and the hell realm is also there. The hell of isolation, loneliness, pain and separation, loss. The heaven and hell are not in some distant place. They are right here. And you can live in heaven or you can live in hell. And the human mind oscillates between the two. It has no straight linear progression, but when you dip into the ocean of eternal being, there is a love and a peace that has always been, will always be. And when you are cut off from that, when you cannot find it, there is pain in the mind, perhaps in the body. But pain itself can be an avenue towards the light, for there is in truth no real separation. Only eternal consciousness, taking the shape of whatever it is focused on, abides with you always. And if you open the eyes, you see the beloved of your heart is all around you, can speak with the voice of the robin or the bird, can awaken you with love in the sunrise, put you to sleep in the night, speak to you from the stars, caress you in love, be with you in all the people you know, and in the animals and in the plants. If you live in this love, you live in heaven. If you live without it, you are perhaps in a hell realm already on this earth. And if you are an ordinary person, you will perhaps go up and down in these experiences until you cling with all your heart to the infinite one, with all your mind, all your passion, all your love. When you cling to that beloved of your heart, that infinite one, then suddenly that one surrounds you in form and in the quietude of being. There is no place that that one does not abide. There is no realm that one is not there. in the heartbreak of loss, in the young lovers finding union, in all that exists, in the mountains, in the sea, in the bird flying in the air, in your own home, that one abides always. So would you live in heaven? Open your heart, follow that love. Meditation is a discipline of the mind, but if you go deep with the heart, there is something more. All right?
Yes.
Are there any questions?
Can you talk about the feeling of acceptance or surrender as one goes deeper into the heart or into a deeper feeling of the witness?
Yes. So, how do you move from this identity with the intellect? How do you move from identity with the ego self, the body mind structure, the thoughts? There is only one way, and you have it in your mind, yes? The mind, the effort. You can make effort. Effort is nice thing. Effort is good. But effort, effort, effort. And eventually you fall on your face and you go, I've been trying this a long time. And all my efforting isn't working. I give up. When you give up, then Parampurusha, that infinite one, can take over. But as long as you are trying so hard, you are in your own way. Naturally, you don't want to just sit in the bar and schmooze with your friends. That will not get you anything. But neither will trying. Because who tries? The ego tries. I am attempting to accomplish infinite being. It doesn't work. You can't acquire infinite being. There is only one way to know infinite being. And you have it, you know it. You have to let go. You have to surrender. You have to give up and realize you, as an individual, really don't have the capacity to bridge the gap. All you can do is let go. When you surrender, then that one who's trying, who is so identified with ego, collapses, allowing for the natural state of being, for the love of Paramapurusha to encompass you, for your defenses are finally down, and the mind naturally sinks into its natural state of being, into the quiescence, and into the love. Effort, accomplishment, achievement, conquering. You cannot conquer Paramapurusha. You think you can conquer Paramapurusha? You can acquire Paramapurusha. You can acquire Guru's grace. You can control it. No. These are beyond the control of your ego. The little ego can puff itself up and make many demands. But as long as it's puffed up with demands, it is standing in the way of truth, of love. To love, what is required? Not puffed up demand, not control, but letting go, allowing, surrendering, opening up, and letting the love rise to the surface. Quiet the mind and fill the heart till the thoughts are no more and the light of being shines in the heart. You feel it, the freedom, the love, the connectedness, the grace, the union. So the key lies in this that you have pointed to. In this surrender, letting go, being open, trusting, loving, putting your welfare in the hands of Paramapurusha, letting that great one take you, putting that one in charge. Then your mind, your body become the vehicles of the infinite flow of the cosmos, rather than the puffed up ego of the small self. This is why Guru Puja is there in the practice, to remember you are part of the infinite whole, to remember that one has endless forms, but the true nature is only known when the mind surrenders and the heart opens. All right? All right.